What's going on, guys? Leafy here. Welcome back to the channel. Well, it is Friday at 5 p.m. and you know what that means. Brand new HUT event, so a brand new LeafyTV NHL 21 video. We got a really cool event to get through today, and here is the banner for it. HUT Style Icons. Earn a choice 1 of 8, 94 overall Style Icon Master Items by completing all 8 Master Item event objectives. So we got 8 event objectives that are related to 8 different players. We got Bobgardner, 286 hits. Bernie Nichols, 475 goals. Mark Howe, 197 goals. Patrick Waugh, win 40 games. Henrik Lundqvist, 11 shutouts. Austin Matthews, 1,072 shots on goal. PK Subban, play 82 games. And Alexander Ovechkin, 446 shots on goal. All these event objectives must be completed in HUT Rivals, HUT Champions, or Squad Battles. This is a brand new event. And something we've never seen before, like, at all. And I'm really excited to dive in and see what it's all about. So, of course, in addition to that, we've also got the regular player items that are not the master sets, but still there. We got 91s, Paul Bissonnette Whitney, obviously probably related to Spit and Chicklets. And then the Style Icon master items, of course, we will go through each and every single one of those, as well as all these sets and everything related to this event. So let's dive right in and see what's going on here. So the big thing about this event is that you're doing objectives. These are different from the normal thing, right? Is that if you want a free 94 overall, well, free for the low price of a lot of your time, you can get a 94 for playing the game, and that's it. It's just something that, you know, people have been asking for forever, is give me something to grind for and an actual player, right? Not just packs. We don't always just want packs and have to get lucky to get good stuff. This is something actually real, and you get to pick one of the 94 overall. So you have 187 days. These aren't going away anytime soon, even though this is an event. It's still, you know, you don't have just like a week to do all this stuff. You have a lot of time. So all of these will track your progress. You get 2,500 coins each time you actually finish one. And then at the end of it, you get your 94 overall Style Icons Master Items Choice Pack. Now, this screen is really easy to miss, right? Because they're objectives, and normally when you have events, you just go straight to the sets, you go to the challenges, you go to the store, you see all the event content that's normally there. But this is in the objectives this time because there are actual things that you can interact with that are more than just gold collectibles, which is really, really cool. And I'm really excited about it because I hope that this means that there's more of this to come. One of the things that people always say about MLB and Diamond Dynasty is that they have so much that you can grind for and so much that people can do with the game without having to put a single dime in, because there's so much that you have to earn and that you can't buy. And so this is like the first sign of that for NHL. Beyond the milestones, I mean, we have had these milestones for a long time. They give you the icon or gold collectibles that you can use however you choose, but this is a little bit more meaningful to me. Like, instead of just using those same things all the time, it's cool to have a unique card or a unique set of cards that you can grind for. But in addition to the free ones, there are obviously sets that you can do as well to get the cards if you want more than just the one. So of course we have our gold collectible trade-in, and this is the untradeable version of the choice pack, where it just gives you the 94 overall version of each one, 16 gold collectibles, and a HUT Style Icons collectible, which we will get to probably when we get to the challenges. This is the random set required item, so this gives you gold players for a random item required in the 95 overall master sets. And this one is a Style Icon event collectible, which you can trade in 15 gold players to get that Style Icon event collectible if you do not get it by any other means. So we have our 8 players: Austin Matthews, Alexander Ovechkin, Henrik Lundqvist, PK Subban, Patrick Waugh, Bernie Nichols, Mark Howe, and Bobgardner. These are your 8 master set players. You can get a 95 overall version by doing these sets. So the 85 costs 1 gold collectible. The 89 version costs Style Icons Austin Matthews, which is the 85 that you just made, and a base gold John Tavares, and then this 6 gold collectibles. To get a 92, you take that 89 that you just made, you add in a Lanny McDonald, and that's 5 more gold collectibles. So as right now, we're at, what is that, 12 gold collectibles total. And then to get all the way up to your 95 master item, you throw in that 92 that you just made, a Marner, a Barzal, a Style Icon collectible, and 9 more gold collectibles. So that brings up the total gold collectibles to 21 to go from making this 85 overall Austin Matthews all the way up to a 95. And these are going to be the same for each and every player. As you go through here, you can see that the first one's going to just 0 out of 1 gold collectible. This one adds in an Ilya Kovalchuk. And then, of course, Anze Kopitar. I don't really know why, but sure. And then, and then Backstrom Wilson and a Style Icon collectible. So it's just going to be the same, a couple players that you need for each one of these. And it'll go through with each player. So that's pretty cool. In addition to that, we also got Style Icons White Skates pack for 5 Style Icons collectibles, and a Vanity Choice pack for 3 Style Icons collectibles. So let's go take a look at the challenges as well. We can see what those have, or what that has for us here. I can't speak. I'm so excited about this. I really am. I've been waiting for an event like this for so long, man. Okay, so for each of these challenges, we have, of course, our dailies. And then each of these players has 4 separate challenges. And I can hide the camera for a second so you can actually see what is on the screen. There we go. Okay, so March monthly collectible, a random set player pack, March monthly collectible, a Style Icons event collectible, and that's it. So nothing too crazy with the challenges this go around. It looks like they're all the same, so you can do those 4 times 8. There's 32 of them. There you go. Quick math. And that's what you get for the challenges. And there was a little banner right before the challenges, I believe. We could just take a look and see. No. Okay, cool. It was here. This is the banner I was looking at, so this just explains to you the set's progression. Alright, so let's go to the collection. Let's take a look at our brand new Master Set items. Alright, so here we are with our Master Sets items, as well as all the event players that we have. There's quite a lot of them, just because there's so many different versions of each of these Master Set players. And then we also have the Bissonnette and the Ryan Whitney to be thrown in there. I'm not going to go through every single version of these Master Sets, just because they're all, like, going to be pretty much the same, like, just downscaled a little bit based on who they are. So we'll look at the 95s, and then I'll compare with the Synergies, and see how many less points in each Synergy the lower versions have. So, first off, Ken Bobgardner, 6'1", left-handed Enforcer. 2 points in balance, 1 point in wingman, 1 point in speedster. I went those out of order, but that's fine. Kind of slow, like, for sure. The fact that the first thing I saw on this card actually was the ENF. Like, I saw the Enforcer, which is weird because it's not really something that I ever even look at. Like, who looks at the top right corner of the card to see their player type? But for some reason, it's so unlikely to be seen, I guess, that you have an Enforcer that I'm just, like, immediately my eyes draw there, and I'm like, wait, hold on, did somebody say Enforcer? But anyways, kind of slow, yeah. But the speedster helps for sure. I mean, like, you know, you get this card pretty up there. I mean, like, 90's fine. Yeah, 90's fine. But I hate a 2-point bounce, like, simply put. I mean, I think that for a Master Set, for me personally, anyway, maybe you disagree. Like, it's very possible that you disagree. But for a Master Set, if they're gonna have a bad synergy, like a bad team synergy, let's say, like having Balance or Heart and Soul, essentially, their attributes need to blow me away, I think. I need it to look like, you know, the 98 Taves, which is not, I mean, that's the highest rated card in the game right now, so, like, it's a hard comparison to make, but, like, there's that Master Set Jack Hughes from a couple events ago that people really love, because the card is just, like, overall just so good, and there's, like, really nothing that you can point to about it that's, like, that you don't want, and maybe, like, that he's a lightweight a little bit, but other than that, yeah. So, like, that's my issue here, is that I think the card's fine. I mean, for an Enforcer, honestly, 6'1" isn't even that big. Like, I kind of expect this guy to be, like, a bit bigger. For, like, you know, 99 body checking strength, aggression, defensive awareness, shot blocking, stick check. Like, I don't know, I just, fighting, too, for sure. Is that the reason that this card is a 95? You know, Maybe. I don't mind it. It's fine. You know, this, like, the player synergies are great. He has really good player synergies. The team sim though, it's annoying. It's annoying to me that I'm sitting here and I'm like, am I really gonna put this much into a high-end card? Or if I'm taking the 94 for free, am I really gonna take a free 94 to get 2 points in balanced? It's unlikely. It's unlikely for this card. Like, I think this card's good. I actually do think this card's good. I mean, there's really not, like, you know, it's pretty overall, like, the skating is actually the worst part of it. Like, you look at everything else, and he's pretty much, like, not lacking in anything. It does hurt a little bit, though, that, like, the thing that he's lacking in is the most important thing, right? But yeah, I mean, you know, it's fine. I'm sure there's gonna be better. Let's move on. There's two versions of each master set. So it's similar to the last event. Okay, so it's similar to the last event. There are two versions of each master set, and you can play with them a little bit to get better, something that fits you better. So this version has Spark and Swarm, which is much better. However, it doesn't have a speed synergy now. So, whereas before you had Speedster and you could add Speedster and then you could add Distributor, and now he's 93 speed, you lose that in this version of the card, but you gain a much better combination of team synergies. But now, is this too slow? Because he's only 89 if you have Distributor activated. That's something to be said. Like I said, I think this is a decent card, but I think there's probably going to be better. Mark Howe, 5'11", 190, left defenseman, offensive defenseman. Alright. Okay, I like the shot a lot here. These synergies are okay. Well, the one thing that I always notice about these gladiator ones, and I think it happens, is there's one called, like, Shutdown is the one I'm thinking of, actually, that's kind of funny. I was like, is it called Defender? I know it's a shield. Shutdown is what I was thinking of. I always find that every player that has, every master set that has these synergies already have, like, nearly maxed in the stats that they boost, right? Like, he's at 97 slap shot power, 96 body checking, 96 strength, 99 defensive awareness already. You add those, and now they're all 99s. Like, yes, they are 3 points away from body checking and strength, but, like, you know, what if I had a synergy that instead, like, didn't boost the things that my players already, like, pretty much maxed out already? Like, it doesn't really help him that much to have that, because are you really gonna notice the difference between 96 strength and 99? Probably not. That, like, the flip side of that argument is, why should you give players, like, what's the point in players having weaknesses if they just have synergies that boost them? There's definitely something, that's a conversation, that's another conversation for another time. But anyways, this is an okay card. You know, I've talked a lot about smaller defensemen under 6 feet in these videos, and how I generally, not my preference, but not bad either. Like, it just sort of depends. For somebody that's 5'11", I would say I would prefer them to have higher than 87 base speed. And I don't care for, like, I don't think Gladiator's a bad synergy, but it's not great. Like, I don't know, like, Slapshot Power is good, defensive awareness is good, but he's already 99, so, like, I don't, like, 2 points in that I don't really see the value in so much, and, like, I don't need to talk, I wish balance would just go away. Like, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to. I don't want to see it. So that's my issue with this one. The next version has 2 points in Barrage, 1 point Shutdown, and 1 point in Workhorse. This is much better. 2 points in Barrage is good. People like Barrage. 2 points in a Synergy, I love that. I really do. Shutdown, I mean, that's fine. There's not, I don't like this, it doesn't really do a whole lot, but I mean, it's fine. But the Workhorse is where it really shines here, because now you get, like, this is Distributor, but you're already gonna have that activated, right? So it doesn't, like, affect the card so much. Like, it's more so just having a point and a useful synergy. But this, you have Workhorse activated, so now you actually get a +3 in acceleration and speed. This makes this card a lot more usable. I think it's okay. But like I said, if for a 5'11 defenseman, I would actually probably rather have somebody higher than 87 base speed. I think you can probably do better. But like this card is excellent otherwise. Like there's really no weakness like at all. The shot is amazing. You have, you know, with Barrage, it's nearly perfect. His hands are fine. I mean, it's a defenseman, so like it's not that important to have like high deking or hand-eye necessarily. And his defense and checking is like nearly maxed out entirely. So, it's a very good card. It just something about 87 speed at 5'11 just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't sit right. Henrik Lundqvist, I hate talking about goalies, man. 2 spark, 1 heart and soul, 1 balance. Like half of his synergy points are in garbage. Like just get out of my face. 2 points in Barrage, 1 point in Distributor, 1 point in Swarm. This is a good high end of a goalie. He's 6'1", 180. I don't know what that means for us. I really don't. I love Henrik Lundqvist though, so let's say it's a great card, and you know, if you're hot rich enough to be having a 95 goalie, this may be the one for you because it's pretty good. Moving on. We have Austin Matthews, 6220. Center sniper. This is amazing. I love this. I'm so excited about this. 1 point in Barrage, 1 point Heart and Soul, 2 points in Light the Lamp. All right, so these synergies kind of suck, like just simply put. The Barrage is obviously good. I don't love Heart and Soul. I mean it. Like who does, right? Light the Lamp. It gives you 12 points. If you have Light the Lamp activated on a player, it gives you 12 points. On this Austin Matthews, it gives you 3, 1, 1, 2. So what is that? What is 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 2 is 7. It gives you 7 of the 12 points. You know, there's 2 points in it. You know, there's 2 points in it. Why? Anyways, I mean, it makes some things maxed out, I guess, as the wrist shot accuracy goes from 98 to 99, which, let's say that's noticeable, sure. 91 speed for a 91 base speed for a 6'3" guy. This is a card, man. This is a card, man. This is it. Right here. This is the card. This is the card. This is it. 2 spark. And a howitzer. This is a 6'3", 220 player who is gonna get you up to 97 speed. And he has that shot and those hands. And I mean, this is a 95? Like, this is incredible, man. This is... It doesn't get better than this right here. Because not only, like, there's no weakness to this card. There is 0 weakness to this card. They cheated by making his fighting skill 76, I think. Because, I'm looking at this, I see speed, I see shooting, I see hands, even defense, like, his body checking is good, his strength is good. Even his face-offs, like, I mean, you get a +5 from Thief, but without it, like, face-offs are 87, that's decent. Stick checking and defensive awareness is very high. Like, there is nothing wrong with this card. Normally, you see this, and then the player is, like, 5'9", right? And then you're like, well, okay, yeah, you sacrifice all that, but you sacrifice the size and the ability to actually hold on to the puck a little bit in some certain situations to get all those stats. He's 6'3", 220, though. This is an insane card, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Leafs fan. I think this card is unfair. It's gonna be, like, impossible to follow that up, but I'm sure they'll try anyway. Bernie Nichols, 6'1", 185, center, right-handed. Spark, Barrage, Like the Lamp, decent synergies. Light the Lamp on a guy that already has 99 wrist shot accuracy, though. But I mean, like, I'm saying this, but at the same time, I need to realize we are talking about 95 overalls. It's going to happen. Like, there's, you know, we're already in that stage of super high ratings. It's gonna get to the point where there's not going to be so much for them to boost anymore, and it's not about these players anymore. It's about, like, how they help the rest of your team. Good synergies, though. Barrage and Spark are good. Slow. A little slow. yeah, but his shot, I mean, his shot's, like, maxed. I mean, the shot's insane. 2 points in Distributor, 1 Howitzer. See, this is a really good card. This, I mean, like, the Howitzer maxes out the shot. It is full 99s. In addition to giving it +3 speed, Howitzer is just such a broken synergy, man. Like, shot power, agility, and speed. Like, what is that? It's just crazy that exists. So, again, a conversation for another time. Good face-offs, good defense, good everything. This is a good card. It's not as good as Austin Matthews. You can't convince me that this is better than Austin Matthews, but this is really, really good. Yeah, I mean, I guess a better center, yeah, it's a better center because he's slower, but he has higher face-offs, and yeah. But it's not a better card. Mostly because of it's just the skating, like, lower skating at a lower size is really where we're at with that, right? But this is a good, both of these versions are pretty good, but the Howitzer version, I think, is definitely the one you take. But I like the card. It's a good card. Good card. Alright, next up, we got the Grade 8, Alex Ovechkin, 6'3", 238, left-handed, left wing, right-handed. 1 Spark, 1 Swarm, 2 Magician. Ooh, that's interesting, actually. It puts a player like Ovi, who's, like, very thick at 99 agility. Kind of like it. He has max shot. He has max hands, I guess, except for passing with all these synergies. Oh, they don't even really boost it. It's just the Viking, huh? Strength, body check-in. I mean, this is just a tank of a player. How does this really compare to the Matthews, you know? It's interesting, right? It's a little bit worse of a shot for a little bit in speed. And it's really, I really think that you're seeing the value in 1 point and, like, a couple points in speed right now. Because I look at this and I'm like, man, what would I rather have? Like, an all 98s and 97 shot for just a few more points in speed? Yeah. I think I do. I mean, you get 18 pounds and obviously a right-handed player. So that's the big difference, is like, if you are somebody who generally prefers righties, maybe you go for that. But, like, you kind of have 2 little peas in a pod here. The big difference is that they did not give Ovi a speed synergy in either of these cards. Like, they gave him Distributor, but, like, we already assumed that that's active, right? So, but they did give this version 2 player acceleration synergies, which is really interesting, because that gets it up to, if you have Spark, that's up to a 98. That might compensate for the fact that he's at 3 lower base speed. I mean, that's the trade-off. That's the trade-off. It's 3 lower base speed for 3 higher max acceleration. I think I would still rather have the speed, but there's definitely an argument to be made. These cards are so good, dude. And you can get one for free. I mean, you can get the 94. We're looking at 95s, but still. Oh, this is an easy one. Patrick. I don't think a lot on this one. Patrick Waugh is a 6'2", 190 goaltender. He has 2 points in Barrage, 1 point in Spark, 1 point in Swarm. The other version has 2 points in Balance, 1 point in Heart and Soul, and 1 point in Distributor. We don't need to talk about this one. This one's good. 4 points in Synergies that people actually use. He's 6'2", which I believe is an inch taller than Henrik Lundqvist, so maybe that's good. I don't know. I don't know anything about goalies. I've stopped trying to understand goalies because they don't make sense. They don't make sense in real life either. So why would they make sense in the video game? I don't know. Alright, PK Subban, this is the last of the 895s. We got 2 points, 6 foot, 210, right-handed defenseman, 2 points in Wingman, 1 in Swarm, 1 in Distributor on this version. On the other one, 2 in Spark, 1 pass in Playmaker, 1 light the lamp. I think there's maybe something to be said about the 2 in Spark. Like, this gives you the most, I think. Like, you get the most out of this card with this one. Just because of the Wingman. But there might be a situation where because of your team build, you would use the 2 spark. Yeah, I can see that. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. He's not the fastest, but 93 is good. 93 is good. He's 6 foot. He's decent size. He's like a thicker side of 6 feet. Which is good for puck control and balance. The skating is good. You know, the shot accuracy is not the best, but the power is there. And he's got max defense nearly. I like it. I like this card. I don't really have a lot to say about it. It's like, there's just like, it has weaknesses and things that you kind of expect there to be weaknesses in, and it's strong like pretty much everywhere else. It's a good, well-rounded defenseman. And that's it for the 95. So with the 94s, it looks like, so let's see, we have 111. So the 94 versions have, they are just one version. You do not have a choice of getting 2 different ones. So we can just run through the synergies. The Bobgardner has Balance, Wingman, Speedster. Howe has Barrage, Shutdown, Workhorse. Lundqvist, Barrage, Swarm, Distributor. They gave him the good ones. They gave him the good ones on the 94. I appreciate them for doing that. Matthews has the Spark, Howitzer, Thief. And then on the next page, Nichols has Distributor, Howitzer, Thief. Ovi has Distributor, Wingman, Workhorse. It looks like they gave them the better ones, which is kind of interesting. Wah has Spark, Distributor, Heart, Soul. That is actually different than the 95. That's completely different. And then the Subban has Spark, Passing Plane, Miracle, Light the Lamp. I think that's the only one I disagreed with. And then, of course, all these players have their own, like, previous versions that you have to build through. I'm not going to go through and list off all of those, but I will take a look at the Bissonnette and the Whitney. So this Bissonnette, left wing enforcer, 6'2", 216, Paul Bissonnette. 2 points in Spark, 2 points in Howitzer. They're really trying to make it so that you might actually want to use this card. His hands are atrocious, and his shot accuracy is lacking for a 91 overall. Not to mention his 84 base speed. This card is only a 91 because it has 99 fighting skill, 99 aggression, 99 strength, and 99 body checking, and even still, I'm not totally convinced that it actually is a 91, because it certainly doesn't look like other cards that are in a similar overall range. I like what they were doing here. I like that it's, you know, a card, he's somebody that people are a fan of, obviously, if you listen to the podcast or whatever. I don't see a place for this card on my team, though. And the Whitney is also lefty, offensive defenseman, 6'3", 210. Starts with 85 speed, but it actually has speedster, so it's salvaged. I mean, this is, like, strictly better. It's still not the best. Like, I wince a little bit seeing a card that starts off with 85 excel and 85 speed. It's just so important. Like, you know, it's really the first thing you look at. Maybe you're tired of me talking about how important speed is, but it really is, like, it's the first thing you look at. It is so important in this game, and I can't really say that enough. So, like, you know, you wince a little bit when you see that. It is, like I said, salvaged a little bit. I mean, these are good synergies that they're giving. They have a lot of points for being a 91. However, I mean, the Bissonnette is terrible. The Bissonnette's terrible. Like, it has just a very little redeem. There's not much to redeem about it. Like, you know, it's just bad. This is, it looks like a 91 overall card. It's still slow, like, base, but, like, I mean, they did give it speedster, so you kind of just assume that it's, I guess, an 89. As 89 speed, and as a 92 speed card, it's good. I mean, there's not really anything wrong with it. I would say it's decent, yeah. There might be cards that I would rather have, but it's good, and it's good for synergies, so that's always nice. It gives it a little bit of a boost in the fact that it's not, like, a wasted spot on your team, right? Like, it's doing something for your synergies 100%, so that's it. But that's it for the cards. I love this event, man. I really do. I think they did a great job. With the players, I mean, there's definitely a lot of player variety, but also the earning this. I mean, this is incredible. This is the best thing that they've done in a long time. Quickly, we can take a look at these packs. We got 16 items, including gold collectible and a guaranteed 82 plus. 30 items, at least 20 players with 182 plus, and 25 items with at least 10 players and 3 gold or better players. So that's what we've got for this Style Icons event. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoy this one. I really think that this is like the best event that they've done like ever. This is like earning cards is really just the dream. I think that they need to do so much more of this stuff in Hut. I think it would make the mode so much more appealing, a bit more like people would be more willing to play it just in general, just actually grinding for like something that's concrete, like you actually know that you're getting a 94, right? And that's it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, hit the like button, helps me out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more content of mine. Let me know what you think about the events in the comments down below. I will be reading and responding. I'd love to hear what you guys think, and if you're as excited about this one as I am. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a great one.